This is going to be a Crackle effect video tutorial. I mixed up 13.5 ounces of magic resin, tabletop, and art resin. I needed a little more, but I sort of ran short after adding some in my glitter, and I'm mixing up some colors here. The mica powders are a brown and gold mix, 1.06 ounces. I have 2 scoops of brown and 1 scoop of gold. Then I have white mica in about 6 ounces of resin. It was huge scoops of white pearl mica by Art Pro and some shimmer pearl white mica from Slice of the Moon. My resin ink colors are Smurf, 20 drops in 2.11 ounces, Sun, which is the yellow color, 20 drops in 2.11 ounces, and Beetroot, which is a deep red, only 10 drops in 2.11 ounces. I waited till it was about 31 degrees Celsius, and I'm just doing a dirty pour with the colors there first. The Sun on the bottom, then the Smurf, then the Beetroot, then repeat. This is a pretty easy pour. I've seen this done before by other people and never had success. This recipe was from Olga, who is Solo Epoxy Art, and it worked out perfectly, so check out her channel for sure. I love the little rainbow colors the resin inks are making on the side of the cup there. You'll see it a little better after I pour it in the center. I did wait for, this resin was 31 degrees Celsius. By the time I pour my mica in, it gets up to about 34.6 degrees Celsius. Just taking my time with the dirty pour, doing the different levels of colors. Yeah, this one I think she had mixed up over 14 ounces. I don't know why I didn't mix more. It was enough to fill my mold. I just kind of had a brain aneurysm at the time or something. And this is just a rectangle tray. It's not our tray. It's just one I have around for practice. And I didn't want to speed this up just so you could see how many layers of colors I poured in there. And after I pour the main bunch, the main cup of colors, I go back and just scrape out the excess from the 3 colors and pour it in another corner just to not miss out on all these gorgeous colors. But this is a tabletop resin. I believe Olga did hers with a heavier Artline Extra Honey resin. I've heard people do this in medium viscosity resin, but I figured I would take a heavier resin, which the tabletop is, to try this because I figured the mica is going to sink through the colors, so you need something thick for that. And then you just pour the mix into the bottom. Check out this cup when I pull it away from the light. Look at those colors. It's like a little rainbow. I let that settle, and like I said, I scraped off the rest from the little cups and poured it also in there in the corner, just to not miss out on any. You then take the brown and gold mica powder, and I might have had to do heavier. I only did 2 tiny scoops of the brown and 1 scoop of the royal gold. Oh no, 3 scoops of the royal gold and 2 of the brown. But the white was almost, I don't know, 10 times that amount. It was huge amounts on the end of a popsicle stick, according to her recipe. And you're just using the brown and gold to create almost a little frame around the edges. And I just go over the same part twice or 3 times, just trying to fill it in. I've seen on other pours, well, mine actually goes in a lot as well, but it doesn't, for as much as shows up on the back, not that much shows up on the front. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. Maybe I did need heavier pigment in it to make it drop thicker through to the front. But it does create a little border. Taking a lot of time there to fill that in. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And again, I didn't speed this up. I'm just showing you real time. And I didn't scrape the cup either. I just poured what was in there. With this magic resin, they encourage you not to scrape the cup because it might cause uncured resin. Then you take the white mica and just sort of just dump it in the center. It always is worrisome dumping that much white, but I had faith that this was going to work out because Solo Epoxy Art had such a beautiful turnout. She used slightly different colors than I did. And then you just wait for that to cure. Oh, no, there was another step. I added some glitter because on every finished piece, it just seems kind of blobby. I don't know that this did that much for it, but it's okay. Didn't hurt it. Didn't help it extremely much either. And I'm just kind of poking it down to make sure it goes to the front. And that mica was about 34.6 degrees Celsius by the time I poured it. And that was a little bit of speed ramping that went by too fast. And here's the finished piece the next day. See how much brown is there on the back? But wait till you see the front. It turned out very cool. I wish more of the brown had come through, and I don't know why I have so much of that dark color. It's not black, it's the mix of colors, but I think it turned out pretty. Let us know what you think in the comments below.